Welcome everybody to the All-Star Offline Racing Series. My name is Colton. Welcome back. It has been 4 long years since we have raced, since we've really done anything on this channel and with this racing series. It is great to be back. I want to welcome everybody that has returned, and I also want to welcome all of our new members here. During the off-season, we did lose some subscribers, unfortunately, and with the resurrection of this series, we are now up to 300, I believe, 14 subscribers. So we broke 300, finally. No, that doesn't seem like a big accomplishment, but it is for me. I have been wanting to grow my fan base for a while here. So, we are going to go over the schedule and the racing format for this season. It is not a typical season like you're used to. So, first with the schedule, 16 races are making up the schedule for the first late model series here. 10 race regular season, and then the top 15 drivers and points will go on to battle for a championship in the final 6 races. And we also have a pretty heated Rookie of the Year battle that we are anticipating. We have about half and half. About half of the drivers are making their return to the All-Star Offline Racing Series. The other half are just beginning. So with the Rookie of the Year points season that we're about to start, the Rookie of the Year drivers are going to just run race 1 through 16 all the way through. No playoff races for them. However, the top 15 drivers after race 10 will battle for a championship. So the way the racing format is going to work, the first 3 races we will be running a qualifying session. After that, we will be inverting the field based on points. So last place in points will start first, second to last will start second, so on and so forth, until we get to the points leader who will start dead last. I figure that'll be a great way to kind of mix up the points and some of the racing battles on the track, and it should cause for some slightly cool drama. Not if you're the points leader, but kind of gives everyone a chance to succeed in this series. Last place in points has a great starting position after race 3, so it could be good and bad for you, depending. We will, I believe, at Wall Stadium be running heat races. I don't think that track can support 26 drivers, so that race will be run with heat races. The final race of the season, Dodge Motordrome. The top 15 drivers and points will start in the top 15. The rest of the drivers will go on to run heat races, and then that will determine the starting lineup for it'd be technically, I guess, 19th through 26th. The reason I say that is because the top 3 drivers in the Rookie of the Year standings will also be in the race automatically. They will not have to run heat races. If a driver that is in the Rookie of the Year battle is in the top 15 in points, then we will take the top 3 non-Rookie of the Year drivers in points and put them in the final race. So, the other big thing with this series, as we start qualifying, is after race number 10, the points will reset to a degree.
Drivers, to your cars.
The top 15 drivers and points will start out with 5,000 points. For every win that you get, if you're in the top 15 in points, you will get 15 bonus points to start your playoffs. For every top 5, you'll get plus 10, and then plus 5 points for every top 10. Now, you can only, if you win a race, for example, you can only get 15 points. You won't get points for 1st, 5th, and 10th. That's just how we're doing it, so it'll be interesting to see how the points play out. First lap of qualifying, you have the 24 of Hallie Hancock starting her dominance, and the 9 of Sahara Rocha right beside her. Both drivers, originals in the All-Star Offline Racing Series, and they were both very dominant drivers. So we'll see if they can hold on to the front row, see if maybe someone else can take the top spot from the 24. 17, unfortunately for Jesus Hernandez, he had a little over a second slower lap than the race or than the pole position. And it looks like the 24 of Halley is going to be the pole sitter for this race. Like I said, we have a mix of drivers, and it's kind of cool to see certain drivers returning to the series, but they're also kind of mixed in with the new drivers as well. However, there's in the top 5, there's only one new driver. That is the 00 of Aiden Brown. The top 7 drivers in qualifying, they were all All-Star Originals except for that 00. Out of the top 10, there's only 3 new drivers in this series. That would be the 39 of Reggie Evans, the 2 of Luke Larson, and the 00 of Aiden Brown. So the OG All-Star Offline Racing Series drivers are kind of dominating so far. We're going to accelerate that, and we're going to go right to the race.
Drivers, to your cars.
So, starting on the pole, we have got the 24 of Hallie Hancock. Beside her, the 9 of Sahara Rocha. Both drivers, like we said, were very dominant in the original series. Starting in third, that 00 of Aiden Brown. Beside Aiden is the 92 of Chrissy Spletzer. Then we've got a pair of black and gray cars. We've got the 28. That is Ron Jackson. Beside him, we've got the 8 of Jackson Kelsey. Then we got the 4 of Eric Monaco, the 2 of Luke Larson. He suffered that horrible crash in practice. That was at 3 Unit Speedway, which is race 14 of 16 on our schedule this season. Then we've got the 15 of Robbie Bannister. Beside him, the 39 of Reggie Evans. Got the 57 of Colton Harmon, the 22 of Brendan Hancock. The 32 of Cooper Beeson. Beside him is the 38. That is Travis Lauk. 2 new drivers in this series. We've got the 20 of Lindsey Hancock. Beside Lindsey, we've got the 98 of Matt Rice. We've got the 08 of Ian Anderson. Beside Ian, we've got the 50. That is Jackson Brown. Got the 77 of Sam Oskin. Then the 19 of Nikolai Rose. We've got the 97 in that red and white car. That's Aaron Agmar. Beside Aaron is the number 10 of Tony Serafino. Then we've got the 88 of that's Amanda Kidd. Beside Amanda is the 42 of Trey Jones. And in the final row, that is the 21 of Nayeli Gonzalez and the 17 of Jesus Hernandez. So we wait for the command to start the engines. All-Star Speedway is a fun track, and I hope we get some good, exciting racing today. So while we wait for the command to fire the engines, let's go ahead and once again look at our schedule for this season. So the first 3 races, Star Speedway, Bristol, and Rockingham, we will qualify on each race. Then at Dodge Motordrome, we will just let them go as an inverted field. We got some cool tracks coming up. Quarter Slammer is a pretty wild race track. It was a lot of fun as far as testing. Wall Stadium is a very cool track as well. Flat Rock is a fun one. We've got Martinsville, one of the short tracks. And in race 10, Winston is our only dirt track on the schedule this season. That is the final regular race of the season, and then we will jump right into the playoffs. We will start the playoffs at none other than Star Speedway, which is where we're racing at today. And then the second race of the playoffs is Bristol. Kind of messed up the order there on the schedule. But then race 13, dreaded race number 13. That is Rally Raceway. And we are running the Figure 8 course. You heard me right. Figure 8 there on race number 13. That's in the playoffs as well, so that'll be interesting. 3 Unit Speedway is the track where the number 2 of Luke Larson suffered that massive flip coming into turns number 1 and 2. That's going to be race 14. Then we're going back to Flat Rock, and then the final race, Dodge Motordrome. And if you guys have never seen Dodge Motordrome, it is a fun track. Think of, I believe it was NASCAR 2006 Total Team Control, the game on PS2. There was the small little track. I forget what it was called. It might have been called Dodge Raceway or Dodge Speedway. But that's basically what this track is, and it is such a fun track. So I cannot wait to go there. Race 4 should be fun, as well as Race 16. So the command to fire the engines is coming up real soon.
Drivers, start your engines.
And we just got the command to start the engines here at Star Speedway. So we have a pair of female drivers on the front row to see if they can continue their dominance from the original offline series. And if you're just joining us, we had such a blast on the original series. I'm hoping we can rebuild it. I wanted to start with late models just to kind of get the series back together and kind of get everyone back together on this channel. Pace car is off. We are going green. Green flag in the air. The 24 of Hallie is going to lead the field. Sahara on her outside, trying to get clear of the 24. They're side by side going into turns 3 and 4. A lot of battling behind them. Oh, and there's going to be a crash, I believe. The 00 off track, and he is going to hit the 9 of Sahara. Caution flag out, and Sahara Rocha now, she has fallen back. And she is still falling back. There's still contact ahead of these guys. Oh my gosh. So Sahara started in 2nd, and she is going to fall back to 5th. That could have been much worse than it actually was. You see the damage on the 9. So Hallie out front, the 92 of Chrissy Splitter is in 2nd. Let's go back and look at the reason for the first caution. That 00 of Aiden Brown got hit by the 28 of Ron Jackson, and Sahara was just an innocent bystander there. Now on board with the 00 of Aiden Brown. He just gets turned through the infield. Luckily, he did not hit that fence. Oh my gosh, he almost did. He hit Sahara instead, and wow. So, caution flag early here at All-Star Speedway. Pace lights are still on. Everyone's still in the race. That is good to see. 00 of Aiden Brown starting his race off a little rough. He is going to have to come back up through the field. He started in the top 10, and now he is back in 26. Third place is at 28 of Ron Jackson. He is the reason for the first caution. Running in 3rd. He didn't have a great time in the original offline series. And here he is running in 3rd. He is going to try to do something here. Top 5, actually, what, top 6? Maybe 7? Man. Top 8 drivers, all All-Star Originals, all the way back to that 57 of Colton Harmon. Can any of the new drivers have anything for these original drivers here? Green flag back in the air. Hallie is going to lead the field to the green. 92 of Chrissy Spletzer on the outside now. 28 of Ron Jackson going for 2nd. Going to push Chrissy up the track. Here comes Eric Monaco. Sahara Rocha as well. Chrissy continuing to fall back, and there's a crash, I believe. That looks like the 8 of Jackson Kelsey spinning out. He has significant damage to the back of that car for that number 8 machine. Oh, someone's on pit road as well. Who is that? 21 of Nieli Gonzalez. I'm not sure what happened with the 21. We're riding on board with the 21 right now. This is a replay. She came in pit road. She kind of was flying through there. I don't know what happened. We'll have to catch up with the 21. Oh, wow. And here's Jackson Kelsey, Reggie Evans, Colton Harmon. They just got together. And oh, hard hit for the number 8 of Jackson right there. Let's look at that again. Coming off the turn, they just kind of get together going into turns 1. Bam. So hard hit for Jackson. He was running in the top 10, had a great race going. He is going to have to work his way back up through the field. So the pole sitter Hallie is in first. We've got Eric Monaco in second. Third is Ron Jackson. Fourth, Sahara Rocha. And fifth, Chrissy Spletzer. If I'm pronouncing any names wrong, I am so sorry. I am really rusty compared to how I was 4 years ago with doing this. So hopefully I'll get better at it. Green flag in the air. The 21, Nieli Gonzalez, is going to stay under that 24. So now we've got 3 wide with a lap car in the middle. Ron trying to take second, and he might take first. Ron Jackson now to the point here at Star Speedway. Hallie now stuck on the outside. Here comes the 92 of Chrissy Spletzer. 21, Nieli Gonzalez hoping for a caution. She can get one of her 2 laps back and hopefully get back in this race. Battle for the lead, the 92 of Chrissy Spletzer. Now here comes the 39 of Reggie Evans. Oh, Eric Monaco going off-roading. He hits the 24, Hallie, and she is going to fall back. Now Sahara and Hallie side by side further back in the field, and 92, Chrissy Spletzer will take the lead away. Oh my gosh, we have a big crash on the back stretch. That is the 24 of Hallie Hancock. That car is destroyed. I saw that crash happen. I think the 24 is probably going to be out of this race. Meanwhile, Nieli Gonzalez will get 1 lap back. Chrissy Spletzer, the race leader. 24, Hallie Hancock going down pit road. I think she is going to be out of this race. Pole sitter having a horrible day now. See the wonderful blurry fans. Everyone is just kind of there watching. We'll watch with the 24 of Hallie. Ew, she is out of this race. Let's look, see what happened. So Hallie looks like she gets turned by the 15 of Robbie Bannister, and oh, she went off-roading, literally. And that flip is what did it for her. Let's go back and look at that again. That was wild. Here it is yet again. She just over the bump. Man, what a wild wreck. Who says you can't flip at a short track? Look at one more replay. Here it is in slow motion. Bam. She almost hit the pole, and that would have been way worse for her. And that little mound right there is what she landed on, and that will end her race, unfortunately, for the pole sitter. So green flag is going to be out this time by. We've got the 92 of Chrissy Spletzer in the lead. Reggie Evans at pink car in second place. We've got the 28 of Ron Jackson in third. Chrissy now leads the field to the green. Can Nieli get her other lap back? And it looks like she might. 3 wide for the lead. Oh, and they get together. Nieli in the wall. The 92 of Chrissy Spletzer will lose the lead, and so will Reggie Evans. Ron Jackson to the front now. Caution flag is out, and unfortunate for Nieli, that 21 almost had her second lap back, and she is involved in a crash. Oh, gets into the 8 of Jackson Kelsey. Let's go back and look at that accident. So Reggie found a hole there and just squeezed both of them together. 21 hard into the outside wall, into those tire barriers. A lot of damage to the left side of that car. Let's look at it again. So this is back from the restart. 39. Reggie got such a great start, but Turn the 21 around. Chrissy almost in the wall as well. Oh, a couple cars on pit road. That would be the, that's the 19? Let's see here. 19 of Nikolai Rose and the 17 of Jesus Hernandez. They come down pit road. I'm not sure. I don't think they're on the lead lap. They both lost a lap. So the 17, 19, and the 21 are going to be trying to get their laps back on this restart. Luke Larson has moved into second following the accident with Reggie and the 21 of Nielli. Fourth is that 38 of Travis Loke, and then fifth is Eric Monaco, the number 4. So green flag next time by, 71 laps to go. When we get the green flag, Ron Jackson out front. Now can Ron get a good start and get clear of these lap cars? We've had a couple lead changes already. Don't know why my computer is freezing a little bit, so I apologize for that. Pace car is off, and here we go back to green. Ron Jackson will lead the field to the green, and he will get a great start. He is going to clear the field. The 2 of Luke Larson as well will clear the field. Reggie Evans is going to fall back, and oh my gosh, they're 3 wide. They're bumping into each other. Here comes the 21, Nielli, trying to get her lap back. Oh, there's a crash. The 17 is around. He will spin into pit road. Jesus Hernandez. Oh, caution flag is not out. We stay green. Jesus in pit road. He is going to get tires and unfortunately go a couple laps down now. Ron Jackson, the race leader. The 2 of Luke Larson is in second. Then third is actually the 38, that black and blue car. That is Travis Lout. 21 of, or I'm sorry, that's 19 of Nikolai Rose trying to get the lap back for that number 19 team. We're going to look at some of the cars here. We have a small green flag run further back in the field. This is the 4 of Eric Monaco, the 20 of Lindsey Hancock. They're battling for 13th place right now. Going up through the field a little bit. Got 9 Sahara Rocha. The 21 of Nielli is falling back. So that crash that she was in definitely hurt that car's performance because she is about a half a lap down again. Well, a lap and a half down now. Chrissy Spletter falling back. Chrissy was just in the lead and now falling back to 7th. Single file. Oh, there's a crash. Caution flag is out this time. That's the 32 of Cooper Beeson, the 50 of Jackson Brown. And they are going to catch back up to the tail end of the field. They will not go a lap down. So a pretty decent run there under green. With that 17 spinning out of Jesus Hernandez, he will lose 2 more laps. He is now 3 laps down. You still have the 19 of Nikolai Rose, the 21, I'm sorry, of Nielli Gonzalez, both a lap down. Let's go ahead and see what caused this caution. So this crash started off at turn 4. Cooper almost got spun out, came back up. Matt Rice, the 88, was the one that nearly turned the 32 around. I'm sorry, that's the 88 of Amanda Kidd. Oh my gosh. I believe it was right here, the 39 of Reggie Evans. Yeah, just spins the 17. Reggie, very aggressive in the early stages of this race. So we're back live. The 28 of Ron Jackson is the race leader. The 2 of Luke Larson is second. Luke had that pretty wild wreck at 3 Unit Speedway during testing before we started the series. And he is running in second. So great run for him right now. We have the 19 of Nikolai Rose trying to get a lap back. 21 of Naeli is right behind that 19 on the inside line. So Ron Jackson going to lead the field back to the green. He gets a great start, and so does Luke Larson. Luke not able to clear the 19. Ron will, however, and he is going to run away with it right now. Ron really found himself in a great position. He got the lead, and oh my gosh, they are beating and banging in turns 1 and 2. That is the 21 of Naeli trying to get the lap back, but she has a long way to go. Luke all over the back bumper of that 21. And there's going to be a crash somewhere. Oh, there they go. Who is that? The 2 of Luke Larson, the 38. I think Naeli might have got turned as well. And through all of this, Ron Jackson still the race leader. But now we've got that 39 of Reggie Evans running in second. Reggie has been so aggressive today. Yeah, it looks like that was the 21, possibly 22, I think, of Brendan Hancock that was turned around. Let's go ahead and look at the reason for this caution. So there's actually multiple things that happened here. First, Brendan got turned by the 77 of Salmon Oskin. Ooh, he got hit by the 50 of Jackson Brown, and then a couple cars off track. Let's go ahead and look at that. Man, the 21 of Naeli. Ooh, hard into the wall. She cannot catch a break today, I swear. Got one lap back early, and then it's just been a disaster for that 21 team. So we are back live. 28 of Ron Jackson, still leading this race. That number 28, not a sponsored car. He is leading and dominating. Next time by is halfway already. Take a look at our running order here in the top right. You see the top 10 drivers. Then 11th through 20th place. And then the last couple cars here, only one car out of the race, that's the 24 of Hallie Hancock. She was the pole sitter of this race, and an unfortunate end to her day pretty early on. So here we go, getting ready for the restart. Less than half of this race remaining once we get the green flag. That 39 of Reggie Evans back there in second place. He has been so aggressive today, yeah. See if he can get past these lap cars on the inside and possibly take a swing at the lead. Green flag in the air. Ron able to get a great start. Cars powering down into turns 3 and 4, and Ron is going to clear. Oh my gosh, we might have a crash. And we do. Oh, a couple cars crashed. The 42 now is around. Oh, the 42 of Trey Jones and Reggie Evans hard into the wall. Reggie was running in second. Trey Jones, I believe, is going to be out of this race. There was another crash over here as well after they got the caution flag. We are going to have to take a couple minutes possibly and dissect that restart. Right now, the number 98, Matt Grice, running in second now after Reggie involved in a crash. Let's take a look. So, Reggie, looks like he might have gotten turned by the 97 of Aaron Agmar. Bam! Hard into the wall. Reggie did get a little bit of that wall as well. So, we'll see where he's at. Slow motion shot here. I want to see the 42 hit. I guess it was, I don't know if he hit an invisible part of the wall or what it was, but Reggie was full throttle trying to get past that 42. The 42 may have just hit maybe a big part of the grass, I don't know, but that 42 is done. That is for sure. Unfortunate for that 42 and a 39. He was running in second. Here's the initial cause for the caution. Ian Anderson got clipped by the 77, went up and hit Luke Larson. And then we also, somewhere up here, had a crash. Right here, Sahara got turned around. The 88, Amanda Kidd, and the 97 of Aaron Agmar all got collected once they took the caution. So we are getting ready to go back to green flag. Ron Jackson, Matt Rice, that number 98, in second. And Ron does not get a great restart. Oh, he gets hit by the 17 there of Jesus. 19 now going to try to get a lap back. Here comes the 21 of Nayeli Gonzalez. These drivers could get their laps back and possibly get back in this race. Ron still on the outside, that black and gray car. The 98 of Matt Grace on the outside as well, and Ron is going to get back to the inside. Nayeli right behind the race leader of Ron Jackson. We did see the 39 of Reggie Evans out of this race, as well as the 42 of Trey Jones. The 19 right now, Nikolai Rose on the lead lap, trying to hold off the 28. 17 as well, got one lap back. 97 of Aaron Agmar, he will pull into second. Here comes the 9 of Sahara Rocha. She is back in this race. She's got some damage on her car, but trying to get past the 10, the lap car of Tony Serafino. Aaron Agmar, he is in second. He is coming for Ron. 28 of Ron Jackson up the track. Battle for the lead here. 97 all over the 28 right now. Rondo trying to pull further ahead of that 97. We might get a little bit of a green flag run here, potentially. Everyone's starting to spread out. That 97 of Aaron is going to pull into the lead. The 97 will take the lead away from Ron. Ron Jackson back in second. He is trying to get back to the 97's back bumper to take this lead back. 17 and the 19 still have their laps back. The 17 went from 3 laps down to 2 laps down. The 19 is on the lead lap, but 19 really needs a lap, or needs a caution. Oh, the 97, the leader, spins out, and there's the caution that the 19 needs. Oh my gosh, Ron Jackson now back to the lead. And the 19 of Nikolai Rose will be back on the lead lap. 20 cars are on the lead lap, and I believe the 21 now of Nayeli Gonzalez will be the free pass, or will be on the inside, inside line on the restart. Sahara Rocha now in second. Third is the 15 of Robbie Bannister. And then fourth is Luke Larson, that number 2. He has had quite an eventful race. By the way, we have 30 laps to go. We're not going to look at the replay because we saw it happen live. That 97 just clipped the back of the 19 and spun out. While we have a chance, we will go through the running order here. Ron Jackson at 28, he is the leader. Second is Sahara Rocha, the number 9. Third is Robbie Bannister. Fourth, Luke Larson. Fifth will be Sam Oskin. Sixth is Travis Lauk. 7th place, the 20 of Lindsey Hancock. 8th place, Eric Monaco. We've got Ian Anderson and the 98 of Matt Grice rounding out the top 10. Then in 11th place, the 32 of Cooper Beeson. We've got the 50 of Jackson Brown, the 92 of Chrissy Spletzer. Got the 97 of Aaron Agmar involved in one of the last cautions. Went from 2nd to 14th. 15th, we've got Aiden Brown. We've got the 22 of Brendan Hancock, the 8 of Jackson Kelsey. He is trying to turn his race around, but he has had a pretty rough day. Back in 18th, we've got the 57 of Colton Harmon. The 88 of Amanda Kidd. Rounding out the top 20 is the 19 of Nikolai Rose. Just got back on the lead lap with that last caution. Oh wait, I'm sorry. No. Yes, actually, never mind. Then in 21st, we've got, that is Nayeli Gonzalez, 1 lap down. We've got the 10 of Tony Serafino, he's 2 laps down. And the 17 of Jesus Hernandez as well, 2 laps down. 3 cars out of the race, Reggie Evans, the 42 of Trey Jones, and Hallie Hancock. So 26 laps to go on the race. Oh my gosh, they're wrecking under caution. Nayeli coming to pit road, and Luke Larson gets involved there, and they're gonna, they're gonna put the caution flag back out. Very interesting restart there. Not sure why the 21 is back on pit road. May have had a tire going down. And the 10, oh yeah, oh my gosh, Naeli out of the race. So she had some kind of issue with her tire. It says puncture on the leaderboard. Not sure what happened there. Luke Larson back in 8th place. He fell back after hitting the 21 under caution. This race is full of excitement. There is so much happening here. Oh, we got the 19 now. What is going on? 19. Let's see what happened here. I don't really know what happened. They were under caution. 19 just turned around for some reason. You just see everyone kind of stop. Interesting. I don't know what's going on. 19 stopped, and you see Chrissy Spletzer, the 50, Jackson Brown, they are all stopped. Colton stopped on the track. I don't know what's going on, guys. Looks like everyone got sorted out. I guess we're getting ready to go back to green here soon. So we've got the 10, the 19, and the 17 all 2 laps down. Tony Serafino, Nikolai Rose, and Jesus Hernandez. We are only going to have 21 laps to go on the restart. Ron Jackson trying to hold off everybody. He's got some fast cars behind him. See if anyone can make a move and possibly win this race. Take it away from the 28. But these lap cars really are paying dividends to this 28 car, as long as he can get a good launch. We go, green flag back in the air. The 28 of Ron Jackson is going to clear the 10 of Tony Serafino. Meanwhile, in the back, well, a little bit further back, the 9 of Sahara Rocha not able to clear the inside line. We're going to get some new players here, guys. Here comes the 38 of Travis Lowe on the inside line. Lindsay Hancock as well. She is making her way up through the field. She gets past Sahara. Ron over a second ahead already as these guys are fighting for second and trying to get their get through lap traffic. 17 of Jesus, he just lets the 38 go by. Lindsay Hancock now running in third. Fourth is Luke Larson. He has made his way from 8th on the restart to 4th yet again. Luke has a pretty quick car. He has some damage, but that car is not slowing down. Right in front of him, 3rd place. Ron Jackson, he is checking out. Nearly 2 seconds ahead. This time by, it's going to be 15 laps to go for Ron. 15 to go. 38 is closing in on that 28, but I don't think he has enough time. Back in the field here, we've got a lot of side-by-side action. And you know what that means, right? We could get another caution in the final moments of this race. Robbie Bannister beating and banging with that number 19. Sahara falling out of possibly the top 10. They're beating and banging back here. That's the 22 of Brendan Hancock. They're still beating and banging on each other. 3 wide entering the turn, and they were touching each other. They still are. But looking at the race leader, Ron Jackson, he is keeping the distance. Actually, he's pulling ahead now of that 38 who is running in second, Travis Lowe. Lindsay Hancock, Luke Larson, and Aaron Agmar, they're starting to gain on that number 38. 10 laps to go. This time by, it's going to be 9 laps to go for the 28 of Ron Jackson. If he gets a caution, we will have a restart, as long as it doesn't finish under the yellow flag. That 10 of Tony Serafino is in the middle of first and second. But the closing stages of this race, it is all the 28 of Ron Jackson. He is starting to catch some lap cars. Tail end of the field, in danger of going a lap down. Got a couple side-by-side races going on here for some positions. But we're pretty much single file now. Luke Larson under attack from Aaron Agmar. That is a battle for fourth. Oh, and they make contact. If a caution flag comes out now, we are not going back to green. It will finish under caution. Ron Jackson has caught the tail end of the field. This time by, it's going to be 3 laps to go. Ron has got to be very, very careful here, trying to navigate through lap traffic. If they wreck or if he gets turned around by one of these cars, it is going to hand the lead over to that 38. Travis right now licking his chops. He could possibly win this race. There's 2 to go, but Ron, if he gets involved in someone's accident, if it happens, he could lose the race, but I don't think it will. Ron Jackson, white flag in the air, 1 lap to go. He could kind of just coast to the finish line. But he's not. He's going to put a couple cars a lap down before he comes out of turn number 4. And Ron Jackson is going to win the first race back in the All-Star Offline Racing Series. What a great run by that 28. We look at our fastest lap. Ron actually had the 3rd fastest lap. Aaron Agmar with the fastest overall lap. At 38. Finished in 2nd. He had the 2nd fastest lap as well. Complete look at the rest of the top laps all the way through the field. Callie, unfortunately, finishing last. She did not have a good lap. So the first race of the season is officially done. We're officially underway for the 2024 Late Model Series. Ron Jackson will win the first race. Travis Lauk, 2nd. 3rd, Lindsey Hancock. 4th, Aaron Agmar. 5th, Luke Larson. He battled back to finish in the top 5. Got the 98 of Matt Grice, Sahara Rocha, Robbie Bannister, Chrissy Spletzer, and Ian Anderson, rounding out the top 10. And 11th, we've got the 77 of Samet Oskin, the 50 of Jackson Brown. Got Amanda Kidd, Colton Harmon, Eric Monaco, the top 15. Then we have Brendan Hancock, Cooper Beeson, Aiden Brown, Jackson Kelsey, and Tony Serafino rounding out the top 20. Then we have Jesus Hernandez in 21st. 22nd, Nikolai Rose out of the race in 23rd. We have Naeli Gonzalez. 24th, Reggie Evans. Very fast car today, but he could not get it done. Involved in an accident with that 42 of Trey Jones. And our pole sitter, Hallie Hancock. She will finish in last. Unfortunately, had a crash early on in this race. Went airborne and upside down. So it was a wild race. A lot of action, a lot of great racing. Ron Jackson ends up as your race winner at Star Speedway. And as the Headache Award goes to the 24, loses 25 positions en route to a 26th place finish. Unfortunate for Hallie, she is going to have to work her way through the point standings to get to the top 15. Speaking of points, here they are. So, points after race number 1. Ron Jackson, he is the points leader. Now, when you're looking at all of this stuff here, the way the points program is set up, it is starts, number of wins, top 5s, top 10s, average finish, poles, average start, your points. This left column here is how many points you are behind first. The second column is how many points you are behind the next driver in front of you. It also says down here, which I just realized. So yeah, this is after race number 1. Ron Jackson, he led the most laps, so he got some bonus points there. He's at 185, 15 points ahead of the second place driver. Let you guys look at this for a little bit, and we will see how things shake up at Bristol next week. Now, the other thing is, once we are done after race 3, starting on race 4, we will invert this field. So, if we were looking at this as the points on race number 4, that would mean that, I believe that's, Trey Jones, back in 26, did points. He would start first. Second would be Hallie, and then Reggie, and so on and so forth, and Ron would start last. So, that'll be interesting when we get to that point. Now, the other thing is the Rookie of the Year points. Now, there's only 10 drivers here that it's showing. I think the points format on here, it only gives 1 point for the top. Or I think it gives 10 points total. 10 for first, and then so on and so forth. It goes down to 1 point down to 10. So we're going to have to see next week if there's some new drivers that are added to this list. I'm not 100% sure. If it seems like it's kind of bugging out or glitching, I'm just going to have to do those points manually. But yeah, so far, we've got Aaron Agmar as the Rookie of the Year points leader. You got Luke Larson and Matt Grice, the top 3. So that should be interesting to watch as well. So race number 1 was quite a fun race. One other thing to keep in mind, the first 3 races are a little shorter than the rest of the races on the schedule. Race 4, since we're inverting the field, we are going to run a little bit longer than we normally would. And the final race of the season, which is at Dodge Motordrome, that is a huge points race, obviously. That's the last points race of the season. The top 15 in the regular points, the top 3 in the Rookie of the Year points, start in the top 18 positions. We will be running a very long race during that event. There will be 2 heat races and then the feature main event, and that will be, like I said, a very long race. So I am excited to get to that point. Right now, though, we've got Ron in the lead. We can look at some of our statistics probably throughout the season. There's a lot of different stuff here. Points breakdown, top 5s, wins. So we'll be able to look here and see who gets those really valuable bonus points at the end of the 10-race season. You also can see the laps led. And Ron Jackson dominated that race. See how many miles the top 5 drivers went, and then some just general statistics. We're not really going to look at this stuff right now. We'll probably look at it maybe halfway through the season or after the final race of the regular season before the playoffs start. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Have a great night. We will see you at Bristol next week. I would love to hear in the comments if you guys would like these races to be on Fridays or Sundays. I might kind of switch back and forth. It depends on how long it takes me to edit the videos. But I'm going to try for Friday or Sunday night. And I think we're going to keep doing the instant, or the, not the instant premiere, the regular premieres. That way you guys can be notified a little earlier, and hopefully you can make it to watch the race. I should be able to be at every race, unless we have something going on here. So yeah, we will see you guys next week at Bristol. Have a great night. Hopefully you enjoyed.